Welcome to another video in which this time I'd like to try something a little different to what I normally do and see what you all think. If it goes down well, I may continue to do some more videos like this one in the future, but for now we'll begin here. Hot Fuzz, the 2007 British comedy film starring Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, second part to the Cornetto trilogy, directed and co-written by Edgar Wright and set in the sleepy village of Sandford, Gloucestershire. Although Sandford doesn't actually exist, but the majority of the movie was filmed on location in Wells, Somerset. So with camera at hand, both me and my best friend set out to follow the path of Sergeant Nicholas Angel, and Constable Danny Butterman. The first location we arrived at would be the Swan Hotel on Sadler Street, where Nicholas Angel booked into a room due to the fact that the cottage that was supposed to be prepared for him was still unfinished. The only noticeable difference was that of the main signage missing from above the archway. We then made our way through to the path that runs alongside the Bishop's Palace and Gardens moat, where Nicholas can be seen jogging in the early morning as he is greeted by various people from the village, who would again later turn up throughout the film. Then moving along Park Walk just off from the moat path, we stopped at the location where Nicholas and Danny try to recapture the elusive swan that escaped and is currently roaming the village. Although a children's playground has now been built close to where this shot was done, but the majority is still pretty much the same. For the chase scene, this had to be done in several parts due to the location of all the alleyways that had been filmed in several locations. The easiest part was where Nicholas exits the supermarket in pursuit of the thief and sliding across the bonnet of the nearby vehicle, entering the alleys and chasing him to where Nicholas gets halted by a group of mothers with prams that are blocking his way. Finally catching up to the thief, after a series of garden hopping moments, we see them run down another small alleyway towards a park where he is finally caught. This location was tricky to find, as it is a lot further out from the centre of Wells town than we realised. We then made our way just off Chamberlain Street and Portway, where the Little Theatre is situated, the location for Martin Blower and Eve Draper's performance of Romeo and Juliet. And then on to where they filmed a short piece for Danny's house, although the owner was floating about at the front, and I didn't really want to bother them, so I didn't actually film anything for that. But on the way past, I did manage to get a quick picture. We began to make our way back towards St Cuthbert's Church for the village fete and Tim Messenger's death location, where he stands waiting for Nicholas in the hope of giving him some important information. Unfortunately, he never gets the chance, as he is impaled by a large piece of church stonework from the roof. Just off from the high street, round the back of the Summerfield supermarket, this is where the location was, where the entire team stormed the building in full riot gear and fully equipped with an array of weapons from the police station's lockup room. Finally, we made our way to the main square where multiple scenes were filmed, beginning with the local shop where all of the kids disarmed the owner of the store from the window above. The fountain in the centre where Nicholas first meets Danny after he reverses his car into it, and the location for the hoodies who just sit there, is just up from the shop. The Crown pub sits at the end of the street where Nicholas and Danny drink, and at the far end sits the main market square where the huge shootout scene takes place. I can honestly say that Wells is a truly stunning area to visit, and the local people there are friendly and very welcoming. It can get quite busy at times, but aside from that, it's very much worth the visit, even if you're not a fan of the film. And the cathedral there is quite a sight to see too. We both had an amazing day out wandering around hunting for these locations, and would recommend to any fan of this film to come and check this place out. You won't be disappointed. I'd like to say a big thank you to David for helping me make this video happen. If you enjoyed seeing something like this on my channel and would like to see if I could do some more like this, I would love it if you'd give this video a like, and if you're not already subscribed, maybe you'd consider hitting that button too. Cheers.